What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Creative Pineapple. So, last time you learned about mixing colors. This time we're learning about filling out our color wheel. So as you can see, I've already gotten mine started a little bit, and we're going to add the purple section today, since purple is what we've been making already. So what you can do, what I like to tell my students, is to draw a circle as perfect as you can. If you have a compass, you can use that. And then you'll divide it in quarters. So draw a line straight across sideways, straight across up and down. And then you can draw your 2 extra lines in each section. So each quarter you're going to draw 2 extra lines. Try to keep them nice and even, and that'll wind up with your perfect 12 section color wheel. Then you'll start at the top with red. And then just like we practice in class, you can go all the way around the rainbow, skipping a section in between each one. So red, skip one orange, skip one yellow, skip one green, skip one blue, skip one purple. And then the in-between colors, we just mix the names of the colors. So in between red and orange, we have red-orange, which is still orange, but it's a more red version. Or in between yellow and orange, we have yellow-orange, which is a more yellow version. It's kind of like mustard. So once you have this drawn out, then the only thing we have to do is fill them in. So remember, for this assignment, you can only use red, yellow, and blue paint. However, we can mix those together to make every color that we need. So for the purple, we made it last time. I'll make it one more time in here so that y'all can see it. Get your brush nice and wet. Mix it in with the red paint. Get a nice little puddle. Then you can start using your brush to drag it into an empty space. I have an empty space that I always mix my purple colors in. So you can put it in there. A lot of times what I'll do is, once I mix it up, just so that I make sure it goes in the middle, take my brush, scrape it on the edge, and it'll scrape the paint I have into that spot. And paint goes a long way, so we don't need to fill it all the way up, but I got a little puddle there. So next, we're gonna add some blue. And right now, I'm just looking for a nice medium purple. So I'm gonna take a little bit of blue, mix it up, mix this in with my red. And I've got kind of a red purple going. So I can either start painting with that right now, but I'm gonna show you that you can make any color you need. So I'm gonna wash off my brush before I put it back in the blue. Grab a little bit more blue to make it the purple that I want. There we go, that looks like a purple. And then take your brush, and we're just gonna paint that in the purple section. It doesn't have to be perfect for this, but try to get it at least a little bit neat and tidy. Follow your brush along the edges. And a lot of times I see students trying to paint like this. That hurts my heart to do because it's terrible for your brush, but a lot of people do it, so I had to show you. All you have to do with your brush, all of it holds paint, so you don't have to press down hard. It's not like a pencil where the harder you press down, the harder it paints. It can be so light, so gentle, and it'll still paint. It'll still make marks. So be careful with that. Okay, so we got our purple. So then the next parts are super easy. All you have to do for the red and the blue purple is you got to mix in some extra red or some extra blue. So I'm going to start with my red purple because that one's the lighter color. I'm going to add a bunch more red to here. Grab a couple paintbrushfuls, add my red in there to my purple, and then mix it up. And this is definitely not red. If it starts looking too close to red to where it's confusing, add a little bit more blue back in. But you want something that's definitely not red, but also much darker than just plain purple, or much redder. So once I have this red purple, I'm going to fill in that next section, gently using my brush to fill it up. Again, not perfect, but fill it in pretty neatly. And we got a nice red purple section, and you can notice that's a little bit more red than the purple was. And then for the blue purple, same thing, but now we've added a lot more red, so now we're going to add a good amount more blue. So I'm going to mix this in with my blue. Once my brush is nice and clean, mix that in with my paint until we get a nice darkish blue purple. I'm actually going to add even more blue to make it even stronger of a contrast. Mix that in. And then when we start painting with this, it's always going to look lighter on your paper than it does in here because the white of the paper is sticking through. So if you paint it on and you're like, oh, that's too light, that's actually way more purple than I thought, then you can add more blue and then just paint over it. So that's the cool thing about physical art. If you don't like it, just paint over it. Just undo it and redo it somehow. All right, there you go. So we got our red purple, our purple, and our blue purple. And you can kind of notice, since they're all similar colors, they fade together, just like on this side with the red orange, the orange, and the yellow orange. And if you want to take your time and do it super, super well, you can keep fiddling with the colors until they fade together even more smoothly, until it doesn't look like a huge jump between them. All right, so great job. That looks good. Fill in your whole color wheel. You need your red, orange, yellow, yellow, green, all the way around. Turn it in, a picture of it, and I will see you guys next time. Peace.